Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Eleanor Nichgevater and today I've got a little book haul for you. But before we get started on that, I just want to say thank you. I recently hit 122 subscribers here on my channel and I just want to say a big thank you to all of you who are new subscribers and welcome to my channel. It's amazing to have so many of you here. I'm coming up to 1 year on BookTube at some point in December, and it's really exciting to have reached this milestone. So without any further ado, I think I've got 7 books here that I want to tell you that I've bought recently. I think I see this in every book haul I do. I buy the majority of my books secondhand just because full price books are really expensive and I don't like paying that unless I absolutely have to or if there's a burning need to do so. So I buy most of my books from a website here in the UK called World of Books, which sells secondhand books that they've bought off of charity shops and things. So money has been donated to charity through this, and it's a way of recycling books, and I really enjoy supporting them. This video isn't sponsored. It would be great if they did sponsor my videos, but yeah, all these books were bought off that website. So the first one I have is Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. I've wanted to read this book for quite a while. I really like the Jurassic Park films and I've heard that the book is really, really good too. So I bought a copy. The next book I have here is Feed by Mira Grant. Mira Grant also writes under the name Shauna Maguire, and I love her Wayward Children series and her Middle Game book that she wrote. This will be my first book that I've read of hers that's under the Mira Grant title, and this is where she writes her horror, I believe. I believe it's horror. Yeah, I believe it's horror. I believe this is a very different kind of zombie story. It's set 20 years after what's happened, and it's following bloggers in this new world, and things happen. I didn't realise it was such a chunky book. It's like nearly 570 pages long. This book came onto my radar. Faye from Books and Chocoholic is currently reading this, and I think she's quite enjoying it so far, and the storyline of this intrigued me because I really love zombie books, so I bought a copy myself to give it a go, and I hope I like it because I really like zombie stories. But as I say, I did buy this secondhand off this website, but the spine's not broken and this book is immaculate, so I lucked out there. The next book I bought is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. Erin Morgenstern is the writer of The Night Circus, and that is one of my favourite books. I absolutely love that story so much. So when this is finally out in paperback and I could get a second copy, I eagerly snatched it up. This is about a character called Zachary finding a book in this mysterious library that leads him on an adventure because this book has details of his own life. I don't know too much more than that. I just know that I loved The Night Circus so much. I loved Erin Morgenstern's writing in that story, and I'm really, really eager to read this and to see what happens in this story. And this cover is just beautiful. This blue and lovely. The next book is a very odd choice for me, and it is Murder Games by James Patterson. I don't read mystery books at all unless there's a supernatural element to it. I just don't. There's a couple of exceptions, but in general I just don't pick up mystery books, especially not ones where there's like a police setting. But I love watching the TV shows. I love like Criminal Minds and CSI and all that sort of stuff. So the reason I bought this book to try it is that this book, Murder Games, was made into a TV series called Instinct, and it only ran for 2 seasons, and I really enjoyed it. It was rubbish TV, it really was. In retrospect you can just see that it was rubbish TV, but I really enjoyed it. So I've just bought the book and I'm interested to see if, because I've watched the TV series, if this makes this an easier read and if I enjoy it. And I've always wanted to try James Patterson because he is a very beloved mystery writer, and just wanted to give it a go, so I thought this would be a good place to start. And I'm sad that the TV series ended after 2 seasons, but it obviously flopped. Next book I have is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Now this is a science fiction kind of fantasy, I think a little bit dystopian kind of book. The Earth's kind of finished, people are on Mars, and I believe we're following characters who are looking for other planets that humanity can move to and live on, because I think the Earth's done for. I won't say much more because I don't really know too much more, because this is the first book, and there's 5 books out, I think, but I believe there's going to be a 6th book as well, published at some point. So there's quite a few books in this series, so I'm excited to see if I like this. I'm really, really enjoying sci-fi right now, and this sounds right up my street. The next book I bought was Recursion by Blake Crouch. I recently read Dark Matter by Blake Crouch and absolutely loved it. So I've straight away gone and bought Recursion, and I don't know too much about it because these things are better left unknown, especially when there's such a quick plot and things going on. And I believe I'll love this because Dark Matter was such a success for me. I believe there's like a big epidemic, of course, and strange things happen and people try and work out what's going on. So I'm excited to get to this soon as well. And the last book I bought was Horrorstor by Grady Hendrix. Now, I had never heard of this book at all before, but I recently watched a reading vlog from the channel Steph Loves, where she read this as part of her October readathon that she was doing, and it's a horror story set in IKEA, or it's like more like a ghost story, but it's set in IKEA, and I just thought this was really amazing that this is just like an IKEA catalogue. I just thought that was really clever, and it's October. I'm looking for more kind of scary books to read. This is about ghosts set in IKEA. I think things go bump in the night, and some staff stay overnight to try and work out what's going on, what's wrong with this IKEA. Although it's not called that in the book, obviously, because of copyright. But I just thought this was really clever. It just made me laugh. So I'm very much looking forward to picking this up very soon. I want to definitely read it in October to get the benefit of the season. But yeah, that's all the books I bought recently. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what ones you think I should prioritise, that are maybe a favourite of yours, or ones that you know I would like the most that I should read quickly. And again, I just want to say thank you for all the new subscribers, and I hope you stick around and continue to enjoy my content. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.